So slate blue is stable, which makes a good base. Slate blue in cone 6 also breaks. And so there's a green dot and a blue dot. If you don't know what those means, there's this chart, and we can look at green is stable. This glaze is a level green for stability. Stability or stable means the glaze does not flow or run as much and stays pretty much where it's applied. For this reason, stable glazes make great base glazes, such as matte white, slate blue, barb's tan, satin gray matte, pure black, etc. So, and then breaking, this glaze is a level blue for breaking. Breaking glazes refers to a color shift in the glaze when it hits a textured surface or new edge. Breaking glazes look great on texture, such as airmint blue-green, floating blue, and russet brown. So I'm gonna be using slate blue, and this is what it looks like. And then to find the bucket, the easiest way, we have this glaze bucket size chart. So, and it is in alphabetical order. So I will look for slate blue, and I see it right here, and I know that it's gonna be in a big bucket. So whenever we get to look at our buckets here, we have big buckets. These are all gonna be your medium buckets, and then we have big buckets over here. Slate blue lives here, and then there are some like small buckets over here. So these, I've named these as small buckets. So anyway, let's go back to slate blue. This will also have the same label that is on the wall will also be on here. So we are going to be doing a cone 6 oxidation firing, and slate blue is best in cone 6. I don't recommend using it in cone 10 at all. So whenever I open this glaze, the lids aren't fully tightened down. So whenever I open this glaze, you can see there's a lot of water on top. So every single glaze settles. So we need to mix this up. There are a couple different ways that you can mix up glaze. I'm gonna use this drill here. Works really well. It's got a nice mixing stick on it. You do want to make sure before you mix glaze that your mixing stick isn't too dirty. Right now it kind of looks dirty, but that's actually just wear of the metal, but it's not actual like glaze on there. So as long as we are good to go, we're gonna make sure that we're not contaminating our glazes. So we've got to make sure this is clean. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go ahead and plunge this all the way in and then start it. So to start it, we have just an orange button here. You're just gonna push the orange button. Let this drip just a little bit. Do a little taps, and then bring it to this bucket right here, which just has clean water in it. And that is going to clean my mixer. So by the sink, we have some different tools here to help us. So we have this whisk. You can also use a whisk. So same thing here. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Bring it straight to the water bucket. If you clean it up right away, you don't have to scrape it. The third option is the immersion blender. You want to make sure to plunge it all the way in before turning it on. The button is right here. You can just hold it with your hand in one steady spot and let it do the work. I'm gonna be glazing this little piece. I'm just gonna grab this piece with the tongs. So I've got my piece with the tongs. And I'm gonna dip it. It's gonna dry really quickly. Set it to the side for a second. We're gonna clean these. So this is nice and wet here. I'm gonna grab my piece. You do not want glaze on the bottom of your piece, so I need to take this piece and you're gonna wipe off the bottom like that. So, and then your tongs will make some marks on your piece. So if they're really big, sometimes I'll take a little bit of glaze with my finger. I'll take a little glaze with my finger and kind of smooth it just a little bit. You are going to bring it and put it on the high power cone shelf. Notice that Randy or Manuel will not wipe your bottom. This is what we mean, the bottom of your pot. So set it anywhere, it doesn't matter, and it'll get fired.